I get a phone call from this guy that I knew, and he was like, "Hey mate, how's it going?" I'm like, "Yeah, not bad." And I knew that he worked in what they call a disclosure cell, so they keep tabs on people that are doing stuff that they shouldn't do, writing books and all this sort of stuff. I was like, "Yeah, not bad." He goes, "I just thought I'd see how you're doing," and I was like, "That's interesting." I said, "No one's bothered trying to speak to me for 3 years." I says, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Oh well, we've heard that you might be considering doing this TV show thing," and I was like, "Yeah, your sources are pretty good, aren't they?" And he's like, yeah. I says, "What do you think I should do?" He goes, "Well, don't do it." I was like, "Mate, that's all well and good, but I'm skint." I says, "I'm living on a sofa." I says, "I've got a kid. I need money." And I says, "I can't lean into my career because everyone thinks I'm mad." I says, "You know I'm not going to do anything that's going to stitch the lads up." I says, "I will always make sure I try and conduct myself in a way that doesn't bring the group into disrepute." And he's like, "Well, you can't come onto camp." I'm like, "I've been on camp for you can't do this, can't do this, can't." I says, "Does it affect my welfare, as in my pension?" He's like, "No, of course it doesn't." I was like, "Fine." No, I didn't say that. I was just a bit like, okay, cool. You know, I've got mates that don't agree. I was like, no, it's fine. I don't agree with it, to be quite frank, but I'll make sure I do something that isn't going to, affect what goes on. And to be quite frank, I left in 2012. Like, warfare is, like, they ain't fighting like we used to fight now.